just gotta take my jacket off. Okay, how's the hair look? All right, let me stop this. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for coming. Did you see it outside? Ice rain. I love it. It looks so cool in the trees. It's hard to capture. I might try later. The frozen branches. It's excellent. Today is March 24th, 2024. It's the Hotline Show. It's our 9th Hotline Show. You might be wondering, why isn't this out on a Friday? Well, I was really busy this week. I had a bunch going on. And then I was thinking, maybe the Hotline Show deserves to be on Sunday, like a form of church. So I might move it 2 Sundays. We'll see. Let me know below what you prefer. I feel like most people don't even get around to watching it till Sunday. It's a great Sunday afternoon watch on your couch. So that's that. What else is going on? Connor, our friend, sent me AC adapter for my old Kyocera camera. Hasn't been working. Well, he sent me a battery. Was like, try this. Let's get this camera going once and for all, right? We all want to see that old camera turn on. Here it is. I put the battery in this camera, plugged it in. New battery, by the way. Plugged it in, nothing. Still doesn't work. Red light blinks. I thought for a minute it was staying on. I thought it was charging. It's not. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think we're going to get this camera to work. So there's an update on that. I'm sorry, Connor. I wish we could do it. There are versions of this on eBay. Should we buy a new one? There's one that's, I think it's pink here. It's kind of cool. But unfortunately, that's the update on this. The new battery didn't work. So it's probably something wrong with the camera, or there's some version of the plug and the thing and how I'm doing it that's wrong. I did try leaving it in overnight. It gets really warm. Something's happening, but it's just not going to turn on. That's it. That's all I can say about that. So moving on, last thing, the newsletter has come up a whole bunch lately, and I think I'm bringing it back for real. Moving it to Substack. Got it kind of set up. I have a friend of the show, Seth. He's helping out, help motivate me to do it. So we're going to see what happens. Maybe in the next week or two, I'm going to start publishing again. Will it be like how I used to do it? Probably not. Will everyone be disappointed and think it was better in their imaginations? Probably. But we'll see. I'll put the link below to sign up if you're not there. If you were signed up to my old one, you're automatically on this one. And you can always unsubscribe or whatever. Who cares? Let's get into the calls. We've got some great calls today. It's going to be fun. Buckle up. Looks like timeline here, 6 hours and 50 minutes.
Hi, Noah. This is Kayla. My question for you is, how do you function in the summertime? I've been watching your show, and you seem to really disdain sunlight, which I totally get. Personally, I hate the summer. I've learned to adapt to it, but I do not enjoy it. And it seems like photography-wise, you're not into sunlight. So could you explain how you deal with summer when it comes to photography? Thanks. Bye.
Kayla, thanks for the question. If you don't know, callers out there, you don't have to call the hotline. You can just leave a voice memo and email it to me. That's why that sounded so good. Anyway, how do I function in the summer? Well, not well. I'm a cool temperature type of person. It's my body. I'm very pale. My body prefers cooler and warm climates, not hot. Really don't do well when I go south, deserts, and tropical areas really just make me feel disgusting. Like my face like droops and like my skin burns. It's bad. And luckily up here where I live, the summers are moderate. There will be hot days, but the nights and mornings are cool, so I can deal with that. There's only a handful of days that are really bad, that where it's hot overnight, too humid. It does get humid here. It's not my ideal time of year, but the light is nice in summer at certain times. So, I can make it happen, and I like the landscape, how it looks in the summer. It's really cool, but it's that midday zone, that sort of 11 to 3, 4, that's just a nightmare for me. I just will stay inside. I wish I liked going to the beach or something and having fun, doing fun things with fun people. But I avoid that. If people invite me, they're like, you want to go on the boat or you want to go to the beach? And I'm like, busy, just busy. Next caller.
Hello, Nova. It's Peter from Germany again. First of all, I would love to send you some film, some German film. So if you can share your mailing address, I would send it over right away. And then I also have a question. If you could pick any country in the world to go take photos, which one would you pick? And you don't have to say Germany. Okay, bye.
Peter, thank you. Thanks for calling back. For everyone wondering, Peter did call last week, but he called too late. Unfortunately, I already made the show, so I didn't get him in. So we haven't lost him. He's back, and we are thrilled to have Peter back on the show. Peter, if you want to send me film, go to my website, noahkalina.com/info. Scroll all the way down. I put my post office mailbox there. Anyone can send me anything there. It's a P.O. box, so it's not where I live. I go to the post office and pick it up. So send away. Anyone can send. Peter, thank you. If you want to send film, I'll put it in one of my cameras and we'll try, I guess. I mean, German film. What's that? AGFA? We'll see what that's like. What countries would I want to go and visit and take photos? I really like Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, Finland. I'd love to go up there. Those are 3 countries I haven't been to, and I'd like to spend time in that area and sort of Nordic stuff. I love that landscape, and I feel like the climate is agreeable to me. So that's that. But I just like being here. Why go anywhere? Look at it outside. It's beautiful. I had to get on a plane and all my stuff, and I'm so tired. And then the days I go, the weather's not good. You see it on the internet, pictures, they're amazing, beautiful. Those people live there, or they're just adding sky later. When you go, it's never as good. But I'd still want to go. Next caller.
Hey, Noah, it's Brad Hutchison. I don't know what prompted me to call you. Maybe because it's a story taking place in New York, the state of New York, excuse me. But I am very curious if you've seen the story of the 750-pound gator named Albert that got seized in, I think it's north, upstate New York. But I'm curious what your thoughts were on that. I know it's not the norm, but thought I'd change it up with something. Yeah, very curious what your thoughts are on Albert. Anyways, hope you have a good one, Noah. Take it easy. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Brad, good to hear from you. Thanks for this one. Unique question. I didn't know about Albert the Aligator, so I had to look it up, and I found this clip. So I'm going to play it for everyone so we can all get on the same page together.
Authorities in upstate New York have seized an 11-foot alligator from a man's home, but the man is vowing to fight that seizure, insisting the reptile is a lover, not a biter. Albert the Aligator weighs 750 pounds. Owner Tony Cavallero shared these videos of Albert. Albert says his pet is gentle and loves people, especially children. He says he had a license to own the 30-year-old Albert, but it expired in 2021. Authorities denied Cavallero's request to renew it, arguing that Albert has serious health problems and should not be kept in a private home. They say a licensed caretaker will look after Albert until they can find a permanent solution.
Wow. Okay. So we see what's going on here. It looks like Albert was well taken care of in his home. That pool area that he built for Albert, see, that's better than most hotel pools that I've stayed at. I think it's weird that the government would come and take that away as if a licensed alligator caretaker would do a better job. That seems ridiculous, especially since you know these people have a relationship together, regardless of the current health of that alligator. I can't imagine if someone were to come and take my chickens away and be like, we can do better. It's like, hell no. No, you cannot. Like, when you have these animals, you know them better than anyone else ever could. You're stressing that animal. It's bad. It seems like he had a permit. It expired. It expired. Like, figure it out. Like, this is something where the local government and him should have come to an agreement. There might be something missing here that we don't know, but on the surface, I'm very much opposed to the state taking this alligator away. It seems really bad, really harmful for that alligator. You're doing more harm than good in this situation. So yeah, what a bummer of a story. I hope this guy gets his alligator back. But also, people probably shouldn't keep animals like that, But if you are, and if they are, they make a home for it. I don't know. It's obviously complicated. There's pros and cons to these situations, but next caller.
Hey, Noah. This is Tom. I'm in Wisconsin. And here's my question. Where's the real Noah exist? Like, how much of future timeline Noah is mixed with alternative timeline Noah, which is mixed with Noah in the present, which is technically Noah in the past, probably by the time I'm watching it? I don't know. It's a little complicated. Originally, I was going to call and say something like, I don't really think you live in upstate New York, but I don't know. That's just too hot of a take, I think. But I don't know. I grew up in Elmira, and, people wouldn't say that's really upstate New York either. I would have said you live in the Catskills, but I don't really feel like that's appropriate now, though, because I really like the videos. I've grown to really appreciate your work more. So, thanks. Bye.
Tom from Wisconsin, thank you for the call. Few things here. The real Noah versus alt Noah versus alternative timeline Noah versus whatever other characters I've just make up all of a sudden and think it's a good idea. I have no idea. I have no idea what any of those characters mean. Future Noah sits behind me back there, and he's watching this, and then we'll edit it. So he has, he knows more, and he has the shower thoughts, the stuff I should have said right now, and then you're in the shower and you're like, that would have been better if I said that. That's him back there. So he has a little more perspective. I pretty much always regret what I say here. And then I have to be him back there later. This one's actually okay so far. I haven't had to do much. You did cough once. I took that out. And shower thoughts. I love that expression. So keep going. And the alternative timeline character where if I didn't get into art and was like a stockbroker or something, I mean, I could see that. I think really if I were going to go into the more like buttoned up world with a tie or something, I think I would have wanted to have been a lawyer. Just like the idea of arguing with people for money. Your other question, I'm going to address the upstate New York thing. I thought initially you were like, you don't even live in New York. Like this is, it's all a set. But you're saying that technically where I am is in upstate New York. Now this, for most people outside of New York and around the world, people say upstate New York when they're referring to 100-mile radius from New York City. Like it's a very New York City centric way of referring to an area of New York. So only people in New York and Long Island would consider where I live right now upstate. So you're right. Like, it's not technically upstate. Like, upstate is Finger Lakes and Rochester and Syracuse and Buffalo, closer to Canada. It's a massive state. So, compared to where I am, I'm downstate. I'm in the downstate region, really. And yeah, Catskills. I wouldn't even say I'm in the Catskills. This area, when people say it's the Catskills, I think it's wrong. I would say this is really the upper Delaware River region, foothills of the Catskills, maybe. But Catskills is like 45 minutes to an hour north of me. So you might be able to say it's the Catskills, but not really. What's interesting is the Poconos are technically right across the river in Pennsylvania, but not really also. There's just, so sort of a no person zone here. But yeah, not upstate unless you're from the city. It's cool. I hope people learned something there. I'm going to go to the next call.
Hey, Noah, it's Brian. 12:54 p.m. Monday, March 18th, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks for taking my call last week. Interesting observations you had on Instagram and the creator economy. And I did listen to that search engine episode with Ezra Klein, all good stuff. And I think I kind of get where you're coming from. And it makes me think about, the individual creator. It might be difficult for them to scale up, but it makes me think of collectives and photography collectives. Now, over the years, I've kind of been a little skeptical of photography collectives. There's a few that are out there that I guess kind of are successful, but, they kind of do standard licensing things and, they act more as an agency. But I'm wondering about, like, going back to what Ezra Klein talking about, like, specific verticals and niches, those kind of outlets might be able to succeed if they really kind of target the audience. It made me really think about diachronic art, how there's a lot of people that I think are really interested in that, and it has a lot of different applications. It's about rituals and time and, repetition and getting to know a place or a subject matter over and over again. So I think there's a lot of really cool things on that, and I'm just wondering maybe there's something in there. Maybe Noah isn't Noah the individual creator. Maybe Noah is, part of a diachronic art movement or something like that. Maybe Noah is, the media brain. So, I don't know. It just got me thinking about those sort of things, how it can be bigger than the individual. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on collectives and niche media companies, and maybe that's, the path forward with some of this diachronic art thing that we've been discussing. Look forward to your answer. Keep up the good work.
Brian, I don't even know where to begin there, man. It's just a ramble. So much. I mean, there's good stuff in there, but how do we make this even vaguely entertaining? First of all, the diachronic art movement, it's something, well, I don't know if I'm going to start it, but I guess maybe I've coined it. But to people who might not know, we have decided that diachronic photography means when you photograph the same subject over and over time. It's not rephotography. It's the act of just revisiting the same composition. And a lot of people seem to do this. So do I want to be the person who is like the head diachronic art movement person? Not really. No. I've never actually been into collectives. I certainly have art friends, but I don't want to hang out with people and do that ever. But maybe someone will, and maybe they'll invite me to come over one time and I'll make up an excuse about being too busy. In terms of the media thing, the one thing with that Ezra Klein on search engine, I'll put the link below. I think it was a great listen. I think he made a really great point about how individual content creators have to compete with these giant brands that have huge budgets and pay essentially the same thing to support them. So the value, it's hard to justify the value of that to most people. I think most people would rather spend $10 if they only had $10 paying for the New York Times and not the Noah Kalina YouTube channel. But there's probably like 5 or 6 very cool people out there who would make that choice. It's tough. Thanks for the call again. I appreciate it. Always call back. Last call from Chris.
Good morning, Noah. Good morning, everyone on the internet. Hey, it's Chris Polinsky from the internet. No, wait, I mean School of Visual Arts. Yes, how's it going, guy? It's been a minute. We haven't spoken, but I just wanted to update you on some things. With photography, yes, no one's working. Yes, people are starting to not feel hopeful. Yes, April will come soon, and that will be the start of Q2. And hopefully we can all get some meetings and start producing some work in 2024, because it's been quite the creative graveyard. I just can't believe we're here. I'm currently in New York. I've spent the last 2 weeks in New York City or around New York City meeting with former coworkers and friends in the industry, and yeah, it's fucking dead right now. And I just hope everyone that's listening knows that it's not them, it's not the algorithm, it's not AI. I just spoke with a friend at Saatchi & Saatchi, and he said that they're only allowed to use AI for storyboarding. And he said that you're not going to see AI images produced by them in 2024. The show has been great, and I just want to say thank you for doing it. I know it's a lot of hard work. Yes, it's all one take, everybody. Do you notice that? Noah's doing amazing things in one take. And the way that I see it is nightly news. Noah's giving us nightly news, and I want to thank you for that.
Okay, Chris, thanks for that long and unhinged voicemail that I did cut down for time, even though that was still pretty long, playing it back right there. I don't know if that was a depressing or an inspiring call, which I think makes it good. Photography industry right now, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in the world. I've never felt a part of it to begin with. I certainly get jobs within it, but I don't feel like I'm in the industry, although I guess I am. Yeah, a guy from Saatchi & Saatchi saying they're not going to use AI, art director from there. Those people are liars, or they just don't know what they're talking about. I don't believe any art director at any company. That's just me. They're bullshit purveyors. They sell bullshit to people. It's their thing. He's probably practicing on you. Yeah, well, things will get better. This is the worst time of year, no doubt. I mean, just the weather and the vibes and taxes, man. It's tax time. I just got destroyed with them. People are paying a lot of money out. It's the time where you just sort of button up for a little bit. And yeah, then things take off for the rest of the year. Maybe. Everyone's situation's different. I don't know. I don't know, I don't know what's going on. I'm just making YouTube videos and maybe relaunching that newsletter. So check it out. I like making stuff for myself, creating my own media environment. It's so much more fun than someone being like, oh, to go do this thing that you don't really want to do. It's a terrible life. Photography, although it's not, it's amazing, but it also sucks. It was amazing 10 years ago, and the people 30 years ago were like, it was amazing then, and I'm sure there are people now who are like, it's amazing now. You just have to suffer with this. It's a art form of pain, suffering, and regret. But I don't know, what am I gonna do? Sell stocks? Thanks everyone for coming. That was the Hotline Show. If you want to get in on the show next week, call the number below. Do anything. We'll do it. I think it's Sundays now. And we got more videos coming this week, I think, maybe. And thanks for watching. I'm glad you made it this far. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Do the stuff. And try to look at the ice on the branches. It's really nice. See you later.